We're live. We'll do it live. Does anyone want to recap the last session for the opportunity to get a hero point?
I'll give it a go.
Go for it.
I haven't done it in a while. We went and gathered some necessary items for our trip. And stopped at the shopping district and met with Silas Thorns. And I think we bought a Mortal and Pestle from there.
You had that already?
We had that already. Okay.
I bought fire something.
What did you say?
Bought something.
Okay. Green flower.
Pepper powder.
And
that's what it is.
when we get to Green Flower, we end up outside of a hut just west of the city or town or whatever. And we meet with a woman who we presume is Nuna.
We have also hidden the car, as it is a little more conspicuous than we would like at the moment.
We have hidden the vehicle that is just hanging on by a thread, I believe.
It's still able to drive, it's just that you can very clearly see it's been shot up.
Yeah.
That's right, we had that battle on the road.
Is Amy frozen? Yes, or she fell asleep.
She's sitting very still.
There she is. You froze there for a sec.
During my yawn.
No, you're just like,
No.
That was a big yawn.
It was. I did a big yawn, so I'm glad that
so
that's not where it froze.
I will clarify that at the end of last session, Luca made the determination this does not sound like Nuna. Remember, because he receives them, so like messages back and forth. She's frozen again, or really concerned about that information.
Not blinking suggests freezing. There we go.
And she's back. Did you hear what I said, Amy?
Nope.
I said at the end of last session, Luca determined that this does not sound like Nuna.
Oh, okay.
So, great.
Yeah, I went to start the stream, and I think in starting the stream, it like froze up again. Hopefully, I'm good now.
Well, so you guys arrived in Green Flower.
We're inside the hut, or she walked in the hut, and we're about to follow her in.
I think she signaled us from her rooftop or her second floor or something.
No, she was outside the hut. She walked into the hut. So you guys are outside. It starts to rain a little bit. And she is inside the hut. She's kind of like, not beckoned you to come in, but it's expected for you to follow her. What would you like to do?
That's what she wants.
I follow her in.
Can I let these guys know?
Yeah.
Or have I already?
Yeah, I mean, whatever you
I
want.
don't think we
I
have.
mean, we took all the time to set up, get our stuff out, and start heading over, I think. So I think that the intent is that we're all getting out and going in.
We know it's not.
Yeah, like I follow in.
Yeah, I'm going in.
You all going
I'm
in?
walking behind them.
Yeah, I'm a little skeptical, but sure.
I'm walking in foolishly.
Oh, no.
Cares to the wind.
Just whistling day away.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you guys go in. Some of you reluctantly. You go inside the hut. which again is kind of made of just like a mishmash of tarp and burlap kind of put together. It's near the river. There's trees outside. It's raining. Inside the hut, it's just like an oil lamp on an old table that has a map of the town, which I will show you. So on the screen now is a map of the town. You can just kind of hear the rain lightly tapping against the top of the hut, hitting leaves nearby. The woman pulls off like a hood that she's wearing and reveals she has like short brown hair, and she's dressed in modest clothing. She says, "My name is Beatrix Trace. Nuna sent word that you would be coming. I was hoping there would be more of you, but I'll take what I can get." And she like flattens out the map on the table so you all can see. Just a basic layout of the town.
Where are we at currently on the?
You're in the hidden huts.
We're west, like in the hut on 12.
On.
Oh wait, maybe not.
No, you're
We're
in,
in one.
No.
you're in like number 2.
Oh, hidden huts. Okay.
The hidden huts.
Okay, yeah, okay, gotcha. I was just trying to
Okay,
get my
then.
bearings.
Oh, that's closer to the city than I thought. Okay.
Yeah, it's right. It's right near the city.
What is this chick's name? Beatrix Pines?
Beatrix Trace.
Yes, pines. She's lemony fresh.
Pine Sol.
Cold
Sol.
Cold
That's
Shoulder
a missed
Lodge.
opportunity. I could have someone's name Sol
What?
Pine.
Good.
Yeah, she flattens out the map. She says, "So Freddy was able to convince Nuna that it's time to start taking serious action against the Shroud, huh?"
It appears so.
General Hart.
Given recent events in Mistmore.
Yeah, General Hart is well protected, and his men are everywhere. With some stealth on our part, we may be able to infiltrate his stronghold and take him down. Here's the good news. The Shroud here have no idea who you all are, and there are enough common folk that, wandering the streets, you should be able to blend in without an issue. Bad news is, there's no presence of the Bygone Order here, except for, well, me. So we are on our own.
Us.
Well, excuse me for saying, but I don't think there's much of a presence of the Bygone Order in most places, anywhere. So, it should be business as usual.
We're kind of used to that, yeah.
What happened to the old lodge?
The old lodge, well, the Shroud's taken over the old lodge. In fact, looks like Hart has set up station there. Where the Bygone Order used to HQ. He's set up there now. It's guarded at all times of the day, but there may be some vulnerabilities that I haven't thought of.
Well, you should have a perfect layout of the location then, since it's an old Shroud Lodge. Or an old Bygone Order Lodge.
Wouldn't I know the layout unless they changed it? This is my hometown.
Yes.
Yeah, but were you a member back then?
Yeah.
Like what?
He was a member.
Yes.
Because his parents were
Okay.
members. Yes.
Do I have any like inside or not? Unless they changed it, I would assume I would know what it looks like at least on the inside.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty modest on the inside. So it's just like they're like barracks, like for people to sleep, and there's like a large hearth in the center, like where like where like the cold shoulder would share meals, stuff like that. It's more of like the vibe of the lodge was more like a big family, because like it's just like where the magic people hung out all the time. It was also an HQ,
But one is the headquarters that we're talking about in this situation. The
So-
Old Cold Shoulder Lodge,
Yeah, the Old
listed
Cold
number
Shoulder
1,
Lodge.
is the one that we're saying is where the general is currently
yes,
headquartered at.
correct.
All right, that gives us.
And where is that on this map?
Number 1 is like in the north
The
part.
gray
of
building.
Top
city.
right.
Old Cold Shoulder Lodge. Okay.
Yes.
Sounds like the places went to hell.
On the bright side, it's not as populated on half of it. Interesting.
There's lots of. This is a farm town. There's lots of
Yeah.
lots of open land, some open forests. I will say that the Harvest Haven bar seems to be a safe place in the city for magic folk. As long as you don't do anything flashy. They may be able to house you while you're in town. If you're subtle enough, you may even be able to find allies there.
Sounds like a plan.
Well, we might want to check that place out.
Any questions about anything located on this map?
Do you know if they're keeping any prisoners in this town?
It wouldn't surprise me. I don't know where they would be keeping them though.
You anticipate any additional backup, or is it just us?
Nuna said that Freddy was sending his people.
Okay, so
I
it's
was
just us.
expecting you.
What has your activity been in the city other than just like maybe surveillance?
That's mainly the only thing I've been able to do. The Shroud presence is pretty overwhelming because of Hart being such a high-ranking official. So, it's not much I can really do on my own here, except keep an eye on things.
Did we find out why Hart was here in a small farm town as a general of the Shroud? It sounds like he wasn't always here. That he moved into this specific area more recently.
Yeah, so you don't have an exact reason for why he's specifically here. The only thing that you know is that years ago, the sect of the Bygone over here was massacred by the Shroud. He has just been put in charge of keeping the town in check, just as kind of an in between for the the capital city is in the southeast of the country, so this is kind of like I don't know how I put it in words, but it's just like a more of a remote way for him to keep an eye on this side of the world, as opposed to being closer to where the president is located.
Okay.
Do you know what the Noiris sword is?
The Noiris sword?
Just asking
Yes.
people random stuff.
I do not know what that is.
Okay.
Is Nuna here?
Nuna is not here. Nuna is in Hasbrook. She's out west. As far as I know, she's not made a move. And I'm sorry, just for clarification, the Noiris sword, is that information that you got from your brother?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to remember. I'm just trying to refresh myself.
I was gonna ask you as a not in character, I am saying it right.
Yeah.
So since I haven't heard that before, I am very curious.
Yeah,
about
and
what,
this is the first time you guys have heard those terms.
What do you?
I'm
Something you're not
noticing you
telling
guys
us
looking
there?
at me. I'm I've just heard rumors of there being some fancy sword that this guy's got.
So you have information that you're withholding from us?
No, I'm just telling you I heard it, and I'm telling you about it now.
Bessie.
You can
Bessie.
make perception checks. If Bessie wants to be deceptive, you can do a deception roll.
That was a nat 20.
Nat 20
I'm not
deception.
gonna, I guess I'll give it a shot.
That one,
on
she's telling the truth.
I just heard rumors about this sword, and that some big head honcho guy has it in the Shroud, and I don't know if
It's not a 1. It's not a 20.
Yeah. So yeah, the bar seems like a safe place, and you guys can probably get some lodging there. The
Do you have
Caloran.
any idea how many people are?
Sorry.
Sorry, go ahead. I was gonna say, do you have any idea how many people are guarding Park? Do you have any idea like what kind of force we're looking at?
Well, there's always 2 guards by the main entrance that shift in and out. I'm assuming that he's probably got at least I don't know, 15, 20 guarding inside. Just like forces that they're kind of like using the old barracks as like as a place to house the shroud as well. So there's a lot of them staying there that aren't. There's also some living like just around the city.
We killed most of that on our way over here. It shouldn't be too bad.
Oh, well, that's good news, I guess. A dead shroud soldier is good news.
You'd have several of those.
While we're all here, and Beatrix with you here as well, I'd like to confirm our objective. If I understand correctly, we were trying to grab Hart for information as to what the Shroud is currently doing.
We are. That is helpful, but also we are bringing him to Kazor.
Bringing Hart to Kazor. Is there a specific goal that Beatrix, you are trying for in this town as well, or is it just the removal of Hart?
I'm here to support you guys. So Nuna said just to give you guys what you need in her correspondence to me. So otherwise, I'm normally surveillance, but if I need to help in a fight, I certainly can hold my own.
So we need to come up with a plan, it sounds like.
So we'll keep up with the surveillance for right now. We should get a good look at this place for ourselves.
I'll also tell you that like the Kaloran temple is abandoned, but there's still some high spiritual energy to it. The Shroud obviously forbade worship there years ago, and they spent some time looking there for any type of advantage they could gain over the Bygone Order, but I doubt they've found anything.
Is the temple walled off to public access?
It's not walled off. It's just that it's against the law to go there, so generally people don't show up there.
Can I do a perception check on Beatrix? Like, I mean, at this point, everybody seems to trust her, and I do too. But she's almost too good to be true. So can I just do like a perception check to see if I can see if she's being honest or?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, go
Let's
ahead.
do it. That's a 19 on the die, plus my 12 perception.
31. That's it. She's being honest with you as far as you can tell. It seems she seems to be genuinely giving you good information about the town. You don't.
Well, I figured the information was good, so much as she may not be a plant or someone who took the place of the person we were supposed to meet.
You don't catch any vibe like that.
Okay.
Yeah, like her intentions. She's not giving off any sign of having bad intentions.
Do you know the
Nothing
secret
fishy
handshake?
about her. Got it.
I'm sorry.
Cool.
The secret handshake? No. You care to teach it
That's
to
the
me?
right answer.
You guys you're the feral hand.
That's actually the right answer. There is no secret handshake. You got it right.
Yep.
I'm trying to find 13 on the map.
Oh, it's hidden behind. It's on the right. It's like off to the right. It's behind the chat.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, behind the chat. Okay.
Yeah, that's where Pam lives.
But, I mean,
Okay,
I'm thinking, is this where she gets her ham supply? The Hammond pig farm?
Definitely.
Yeah. So.
All right. Sounds like we got the information we need.
We know where Hart is, the temple. You know, I'll just give you a little bit more background about the town
Sure.
for those that aren't familiar, because the Whispering Pines is just a forest that was formerly home to a small witch coven, but the Shroud laid waste to them during the siege. And then you have the Elder Grove, which is another kind of spiritual forest. Prior to the felling, that was home to many magical creatures, but now it's just mostly normal wildlife like squirrels, birds.
Lame.
Farms have been operating as normal. People have to make a living somehow, so they grow their produce, livestock, trade at the market square, export what they can up and down the river to nearby villages using Fisher's Landing.
So you said the thing about Whispering Pines, and what was the other thing?
The Elder Grove.
Elder Grove.
And that was where magical creatures used to...
Yeah, it used to be home to many magical creatures.
That's a bunch of bullshit.
Is Greenflower known for anything in particular? Like, is there anything special that would at least cause travelers to come through here at any point in time? I feel like if we just roll into a hamlet of farmland for a couple of days without any kind of backup story, just because we might be sticking out a bit, is there some reason to actually come visit this place, or?
Do you really like produce?
Yeah, I mean it's a farm town, so you know there's the people that travel here are mostly just like tradespeople that are either coming to sell their own goods or coming to buy produce and animals to ship them off somewhere else. That's maybe
Where's Nuna at again?
Hasbrook.
And that's west.
That's out west, yes.
Hasbrook, is that known to be like a Bygone Order headquarters or shroud? Like, if we were to tell people that we were waiting for some companions to meet us from Hasbrook to head north to Sunrise Port, and we're waiting here a few days until they arrive, is that going to arouse suspicion because Hasbrook is like very Bygone Order?
Hasbrook,
No.
Nuna is kind of the makeshift leader of the order, and so you could consider Hasbrook very Bygone Order heavy.
So then we might not want to say that.
We could just be passing through. Like, there's no one has to know we're staying. Like,
We could certainly say the car broke down and we have nowhere to go for the next couple of days until our contacts come to pick us up.
Yeah, we can do that.
yeah, I like that.
It's not even lying.
Something
Where's your
simple.
car? Where are you getting it fixed at?
Unfortunately, we're not getting it fixed. We've been walking here the entire time.
All right, we can use it as a lie then. Let's go.
Where'd it break down?
That way.
I agree.
About 80 miles that way.
Well,
That's walking
we haven't
by.
walked quite that much. Your shoes don't. I'm sorry, but your shoes probably aren't going to be sell that kind of story.
I cast prestidigitation every mile.
I don't think that we want to advertise that either.
Oh,
That's a good point.
True. Good point. Good point.
Beatrix says if if your vehicle needs some work, I could probably help you with that.
You know someone?
Now you guys know someone, and she kind of like gestures to herself.
Oh,
How are you with bullet holes?
You'd be surprised.
Okay, well, hand her the keys, Booker.
toss her the keys. It's all yours over there.
She kind of looks out the hut. Is it?
Oh, it's under. I kind of like pull her head and point towards like the bushes over there. That one, right there.
She says, "This seems like a trap."
Oh no! I wouldn't be telling you if it was a trap.
All right. Well, so what do you guys want to do at this point?
Maybe check out the bar until.
Yeah, I think let's lock down a place to stay,
Mm-hmm.
drop our things, and then we can go exploring.
Let's go exploring.
Cool.
Bar
Sure.
might house us, they said.
If we're doing the whole walking story, We should probably tussle ourselves up a little bit, throw a little dirt around. There we go. Look a little more haggard, like we've been walking a good while.
Fine.
Bessie, prestidigitate me in the opposite manner.
Unprestidigitate.
Unprecedented.
Unprestidigitate me.
That's just pushing someone down on the dirt.
That's what I do.
Yeah, that's what you do. And all of a sudden, like, okay, that works. All right, I get myself
You're ready.
off. I don't dust myself off.
I can't remember if I said what I was wearing for this road trip.
I don't remember.
I'm sure you brought an outfit for everything.
I undo a button and loosen my tie a little bit. Make it a little...
Yeah, I put on my more like casual, but yet still quite fancy attire. Like still too dressed up.
I'll roll up my pant legs.
And I...
Here's a picture of Beatrix, by the way.
Hmm.
Why so sad, Beatrix?
The AI engine willed it, so...
Yeah.
She is just
Little
living in
bit.
a hut in the woods,
A
so...
little Betty Boop looking there.
Yeah, so you guys want to head towards
I
the
love
bar?
that lip color. What color is that?
You're asking
Sure.
Beatrix the lip color?
Yeah.
It's, it's red.
Oh.
Well, it's very fitting for you. It does really well with your color.
Red is,
velvet cake
red
or
is
something.
my color, she says.
I will make note of that.
Yeah, so you guys can head to the
bar.
the Harvest Haven bar. Walk in the town. Yeah, as Beatrix said, you could just like walk right through. Some people give you second looks as you're like kind of disheveled and whatnot as you walk through. But you make it through to Harvest Haven.
Ooh.
Harvest Haven looks like that. So you get there. It's pretty
It's
quiet.
empty. This place sucks.
It's just the picture's empty. There's some people in there.
You have no
Um,
customers.
They're all behind the chat box. It's pretty quiet. I mean, you can hear people talking, but there's no music playing or anything like that. There's a larger, like friendly-looking woman standing behind the bar. She's got like brown, graying hair. She sees you guys walk in. She yells out, "Hello, welcome to Harvest Haven Bar. Have a seat anywhere."
Should we
Mind
grab
if
a
we do?
table?
Yeah, I like do like a little like smile mad thing and then just wait for you guys to lead the way to head to the table.
All right, we grab a table.
Yep, you grab a table. She comes over. She's like, "It's your first time here. You guys look a bit rough." It looks like
Ugh.
It's been a long day.
Feel a
It's
bit
been a
rough.
long day.
Can I grab you a drink
Yes.
or maybe something to eat?
I am famished. I will
Okay,
have
yes.
a lemon wedge and an iceberg lettuce halved, please.
Sounds disgusting. What
A
is wrong with
lemon
you?
wedge and a half of an iceberg. Wait, what?
First of all, it's the worst. It's the worst kind of lettuce. First of all.
I want a lemon wedge and some iceberg lettuce halved.
You want half
how
a
do you
head of
have
iceberg
lettuce?
lettuce?
No, like cut in half. Like
We can make you like
One-
like a wedge salad if you
one
like.
leaf?
But if you want I mean, I can give you half a iceberg lettuce if you like.
I'll take the rest of the lemon with the one wedge cut out, but perfectly intact otherwise. And
Don't want any iceberg lettuce. That's the worst.
then a full head of iceberg. I don't want this half shit.
Do you serve food
I'm
here?
trying to
Like,
watch my figure.
I'll take the special of the day, whatever it is.
Oh, we have a lovely pork pie.
That
Oh, I'll take one of
sounds
those.
fantastic.
Oh.
How late in the day is it?
It's like mid-afternoon right now.
Okay,
This is lunch then.
that's fine.
So you can still have the special.
I'll stick with my lemon lettuce.
Anything to drink?
Ugh.
I'll have a
Yeah, the weekend.
spritzer.
A
Want a lemon wedge
spritzer.
in that too?
One couldn't hurt. Gin. Whatever you got.
Spritzer and a gin. Anything else?
What you drinking, Jace?
That's a good question. I was going to do the gin, but I don't want to copy his entire order. It sounds lame.
Sounds like what you do anyway.
We do tend to get the
That's
same
true.
things.
So yeah, I was gonna say you
That
guys
is
always get
true.
the same shit all the time.
Do order the same stuff. But yeah, give me a gin. I mean, why fight it?
Yeah.
Gin.
Just lean into it.
2 gins, a spritzer.
Well, let's. I got to keep my wits about me. Just club soda.
A club soda. This is the wackiest order that I've put in quite some time. You must be from out of town.
Don't lump us in with them.
Yeah, we're just passing
Our
through.
orders are very fine.
Our car broke down so far away, and this is the closest town to where our car broke down.
Oh, I'm so
So
sorry
we're
to hear
staying-
that.
Speaking of which, can we also get a room or two?
We certainly can get a room, yeah. How long
I
do you need
need-
to stay?
We don't know when our friends are gonna come pick us up.
You can
we
pay by the
pay
night if
daily?
you'd like.
We'll do that.
Sounds good.
Very good. Yeah, we'll work that out. Let me go work on the food and drinks for you first.
Thanks. What was your name?
What's your name? Yeah.
My name is Ivy. Ivy Freely.
Thanks, Ivy. We appreciate the
Ivy.
hospitality after this long day of ours.
Okay.
Ivy Freely.
Yeah, so she goes back to start getting stuff ready. You guys can look around. You can, if you want to make perception checks, you can do.
Yeah, I want to
Whatever.
perceive the other people
Okay.
and just the area and stuff and see if any. Do we see any shroud? Like, that's another nat 20.
Nat 20.
Jesus.
Okay.
He's very perceptive.
I will tell you every one that you see in this bar. You see a red-haired man with like a big mustache, like a big like handlebar mustache. He's got like big ears. He's talking to a couple of people at another table. Another woman there. She has short, curly, blonde hair. And there's a man sitting next to her. He's got gray hair, and it's like a very dapper hairstyle, just like
Dapper, you say.
parted to one side, like very like smooth texture to it. There is another table that has a brunette woman with like a high ponytail. She's very muscular. At that table, she's sitting with a man that has like a black top knot, and he has like a denim cut off like jacket.
Somehow I don't think we're the strangest people she's seen in her all day.
He's
Yeah,
down to it.
you also see there's like a guy sitting by himself in a corner. He's wearing a long hooded cape, and you can't really see his face or like any other immediate features, but you can just see he's using
One of these in every tavern.
Yep, and
Is it Aragorn?
he's using gloved hands to take sips from a glass of liquor, sitting by himself.
Nothing wrong with that.
There's a old piano in the bar that has like a thin layer of dust on it. Looks like it hasn't been touched in a while. Hence the quiet.
Was red hair mustachio guy sitting with somebody, or was he by himself?
Red hair guy was sitting with a blonde and gray haired.
Okay, so those three were together.
Yes, those three were together. If you want to listen in on their conversations, you can.
Ooh, you want to drop some eaves?
You can drop some eaves if you'd like. Depending on how you do it, you can go right to the table, or you can stealth. Just try to keep an ear out. If you want to stealthily listen.
Would my nat 20 have me overhear people at the table closest to us?
Sure. Okay, yeah. So the people closer to you are the red-haired guy, the blonde, and the gray-haired man. The red guy with the red hair says, "I tell you, if Hart stations any more soldiers here in town, I'm not sure the farms can keep up with their appetites." And the blonde says, "Always plenty of pigs to go around. I say it's good for business." And then the gray-haired guy just kind of takes a sip from his drink and he says, "Aye, it is good for business until it's not."
Okay, so Hart might be overstaying his welcome to some people here.
Sounds like they're running out of crop food, but they got plenty of pigs. All right.
We better start a ham hut.
I think that's where this is leading. I didn't want to spoil
It's the Ham Hut origin story.
it.
That's
It
what
is.
My
everyone's
girl
been waiting
Pam
for.
is heading to Sunrise Port. You need to go find her.
Hmm.
Anything else you'd like to do in here?
I think I'm waiting for Ivy to come back.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to get the vibe of
Wait.
the muscular lady in the denim jacket guy, top knot.
Top knot.
Yeah, you
It
can
was
make
kung fu for sure.
You can like roll either like stealth or like if you want to try to like eavesdrop, I would say
How
stealth.
about I just
Or
go
perception.
be social?
Yeah, you
Can I
can
just
talk
go
to
be
him.
social?
Oh,
Yeah, you
big
can.
mistake.
Yeah, let's do that. So I just want to go over and act the weary part. Like, oh, hey friends, I could use a few different faces. I was just with these guys for a long day. How are we all doing this evening?
The woman, she holds out her hand to shake. She says, "Rosie Tanner."
Rosie, nice to meet you. Jesus, that grip
She's
will
got
get
a
you.
very good grip. She said, "Looks like you've had a rough day. You look like a hard-working young fella."
Oh, young. I appreciate it. It's been a while, but yeah. So it looks maybe a little deceiving. We've just had a rough day on the road, and I wish I could say we drove the whole way, but we did about half the way walking. So
I mean, half a day walk. That's still hard work as
doesn't
far as I see it.
doesn't mean I'm not. It doesn't mean I'm not a hardworking fella.
She says, Lords help us. It's hard to find good, hard-working young folks to come work the docks. I know the hours are long, but it's better than enlisting. I wouldn't want to fight the magic folk. I don't care what the odds are. I know
Right, very good. So I'm gonna assume that you work at the docks here. I mean, not to assume, you know what they say about that.
there every day.
So you just you're doing the brute labor down there, Rosie?
Brutally, yeah, lifting heavy objects and putting them on the ships to send up and down the river.
So you're looking for just young labor, basically. I mean, if I see anybody strong enough, I'll send them your way. I'm not necessarily
Always,
looking for that kind of work now, but yeah, I'd be love to help out if I could.
we're always looking for hard young working folks. And then the guy sitting there, um, he says, "Yeah, same
Oh yeah, but
here."
I did introduce myself, even though I didn't. I said Luca Liriano and all that good stuff when
Well,
she said her name. I totally dropped the ball on that. But yeah, of course, Luca Liriano.
And yeah, so and then the guy holds out his hand for a handshake as well. He says, "Ash Delmont."
Ash, nice to meet you, Luca Liriano.
He also has he's a very muscular dude. Um,
Not quite as strong of a grip as her.
he says, "Yeah, we're always looking for hardworking people around the city. Right now, I'm up in the north of the old temple. Boss has us tearing down a lot of trees in that area. Looks like the Shroud are looking to ship as much lumber as they can up to Sunrise Port. Rumor is they're trying to build a naval fleet."
Wow, that's yeah, that would be impressive. Uh, I'm assuming that's not something they've had before.
I mean, yeah, they're probably not in some time, as far as I know. But this is so much lumber is being sent out. We started off trying to take down some of the trees and the old whispering pines, but some of my coworkers got a little spooked. Down.
What do they see? The Lorax?
Look,
No. Just
now that you mention it,
no Loraxes exist anymore.
Yeah,
The
we killed all those.
computer froze several times. Did he say what forest they're chopping down?
He said he's
You just said
working
north?
north of the old temple.
Yeah, it looks like, and they're building. Looks like the Shroud's building a naval fleet with all the wood they're chopping down.
They're sending all the wood up to Sunrise Port.
All
Okay.
right. I don't know the correct things to ask for more information, so let's just pretend I am a great
Walk away.
conversationalist.
They don't have a lot more to say.
Well, then I guess I kind of figured that and just be friendly. Yeah, let's just be my charming self at this point and try to get these guys as friends.
Yeah, you can.
let's go.
You can, if you want to, like, I mean, they're already friendly to you at this point, but you can certainly make some kind of check with them if you want to try to.
Yeah, let's buy him around. How about that?
Yeah, you can definitely do that.
Next round's on me, guys.
I like this guy.
Yeah.
Says Ash.
This guy.
And Ivy comes back around and puts drinks on the table.
Thanks, Ivy.
For you guys. Food will be out in just a second.
Thank you so much, Ivy. And now I noticed over there that you have an old piano that hasn't been played with in quite some time. So did you run out of a pianist?
We just haven't had one. Do you play?
I sing more than I play. I'm not nearly as good as my counterpart, but I do like to tickle the keys every once in a while.
I knew it. I knew you were gonna go tickle.
Well, I'll tell you
Tickle
that
the ivories.
no one has played it in quite some time.
Do you think it would be disturbing or welcomed?
Me personally, the silence is I would welcome it.
When is your busiest time?
Usually in the between like 6 and 10 o'clock.
Perhaps maybe around that time this evening I'll come back through and play for you guys. For a free drink for the evening.
That's
One
the
free
deal. You play me you tickle those keys and that round will be on me. I will tell you, it's not going to get a lot busier than it is right now. But if you want to come back in the evening, that's fine.
Yes, I would like to freshen up before I were to put on a show, as it were.
Very good. I look forward to it.
If you make her do a performance check.
I probably will have to when the time comes, but are there any particularly fascinating areas in the town that we should see while we're staying here for the next few days?
Depends what you're into. Are you into farming? Are you more of a spiritual person? What? You tell me.
Well, we're a wide range of interests here at this table, so tell us your biggest selling points of the town, I guess.
I think that's it. Agriculture and religion.
You are here, honey. This is the place to be.
It's the South.
The hub. Not much happening.
I guess we'll take some time to explore then. We'll look around and see if it's interesting. I'm sure there's at least some day-to-day happenings over the course of the town.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's probably a few people down at the market square selling what we make
There we
best.
go. Entertainment. What you make best happens to be.
Food.
I'll take it.
If you're
Pork
hungry,
pie.
that's where. I mean,
Sounds good. I'll have some of that food.
And yeah, she's like, oh, let me go check on the 1.5 heads of iceberg.
I'm sorry, to be clear, I wanted a whole head of lettuce, just simply halved.
Oh, okay. I have to go redo your order then. It might take a couple more minutes.
Thank you so much, dear. I appreciate it.
I thought
And
you
then,
wanted.
like,
I thought you wanted half of a head of lettuce.
Keep mine the same. Just a whole head of lettuce,
Got it. Yep, I
but
got that
also
one.
the lemon with only the one wedge taken out of it.
Yeah, it's like 7/8 of a lemon. Yep. It's
Yes.
coming.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Thank you.
thank you, your doll, Ivy. And like, I'm not like flirty, but I'm very what's the word I'm looking for?
Yankee.
I'm trying to be very flattering, I guess.
Sycophantic.
Cool. Okay. You
I
guys
tell Rosie and Ash that I hear the food here is to die for, especially the lettuce and lemons.
What? She says, "What did you? What did they? You ordered a lettuce?
Yeah, I didn't want my friend to feel weird. It was a really weird order, and I kind of just said I'll have what she's having.
You
You
should
know.
feel weird.
But I'll just, I'll deal with it. Sounds pretty tasty. I'll make do.
I mean, it's if it's coming from Greaves, it's probably pretty good lettuce.
That's what I figured.
All right. Well,
Nice with a nice light lemon dressing.
yeah. I mean, to each their own. It sounds like a healthy lunch.
You don't get this body by eating what they're eating. The special.
You guys could take some
Yeah,
time to eat and drink.
absolutely. Be merry.
Yep. Spend some time
Definitely be
here.
merry.
I'll take some time being merry.
And tell me what you want to do.
Now, to be clear, are we getting one room or two rooms? Because I do not feel like I think the girls should sleep in one room and the men should sleep in another room.
That's fair, but we definitely shouldn't be any more divided than that.
Yeah, probably not. Sounds good.
Also, like, there's not going to be a room with 4 beds in it, so
We don't want any dangerous rumors to spread about what kind of companions we are.
Well, I don't know. These two together might cause their own issues.
So she
Yeah,
explains
Beth.
it's so it'll be 8 silver for a room if you're getting 2 rooms, so that's 16 silver per night.
a steal.
How many beds in each room?
2 beds in each room.
Nice.
Okay.
Sounds
Perfect.
deal. Can you just do one for the boys?
We push them
You
together.
can push them together.
Cool. So much room for activities if we push them together.
Definitely.
We turn them into bunk beds.
If you
Now, do we each get our own private bathroom? Is there just like a communal bathroom down the hall or something?
it's a bathroom in the hall. So that is a shared bathroom. Yes.
How many other people do you have staying with you? I have a very long skincare regimen, so I just want to make sure that I'm giving myself ample time without interrupting other people's schedules.
Cool.
There's a couple other people, but I think you'll be all right. There's a couple of spaces, like there's a couple of restrooms.
Okay, good to know.
I think you'll be all right.
Pardon me. Goodness gracious. That was after eating the lettuce and lemon.
Lemon. Ooh, lemon.
So
Well-
One wedge.
After we finished our food, what say you guys to unpacking our stuff, or at least dropping it off, and then taking a little bit of a gander over town?
I kind of like that idea.
I will need a solid 60 to freshen up.
Solid 60.
60.
Oh, it's 60.
Everybody take 60.
Yeah, you guys can unpack your stuff.
All right, I say goodbye to Rosie and Ash. Can I get their contact information? Well, obviously send them down to the docks, but yeah. So just in case we
Yeah,
need them for
they'll give you their numbers for sure.
awesome, cool. It's nice to meet you guys. We're gonna go check everything out.
Well, wait, but while we're eating and stuff, can we check out this guy? Like, can we take another peek at this guy, like the hooded guy?
Yeah, I mean,
Definitely peeking at him.
Is he the furthest away from us?
yes. What do you want to do? I mean, he's by himself, so he's not
You
talking.
go by.
Is he like towards the exit or like in the
No,
back?
He's far from the exit, like. Towards
Okay, before we get up to leave, I feel like I'm going to like get up to like walk towards the back, and I'm gonna pretend to roll my ankle and like fall on his, like catch myself on his table that he's dining at.
Is his face obscured?
his face, his
Like
you can't see his face the way he's sitting right now. It's kind because he has a hood. It's like a black hood up over his head. Very.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm gonna kind of like not sneak in an obvious way, but be very light-footed, and then right as I approach the table, I'm gonna like pretend to stumble and like use the table to catch myself.
Okay.
Yeah, not obvious at all.
So you stumble. You stumble in
The table
like, towards his
collapses.
table.
Yeah.
He. Hold on. He.
Roll for initiative.
Yeah. He pulls out a gun. No, he. Before you even hit the table, he catches you before you fall.
Oh my god, thank you. My feet are just so sore and tired from all this walking. I'm looking for the restroom, and I'm trying to get a good look at his face.
You look right at his face, and like you have like his front of his face, and you cannot see his face. It's almost like it's obscured. Like you can't really put your finger on why you can't see his face. It's kind of like it's almost like you're.
Is it half one?
It's like glitching. Like you can't see it for some reason.
Oh, shady.
Okay, can I? If I'm detecting magic, is that like a verbal casting?
Donnie.
You're like detect magic.
They started changing how some of this works, so give me 1 second.
Like, is that something I can kind of just like do, or is it like a wave of the hand or like a say, like something I have to say? Or
Let's see. It's both semantic and verbal, so it's both the wave of the hand and you saying something.
Yes, he would
Dramatic.
know.
It also isn't subtle, so there would be a magical effect.
okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm just gonna like I'm gonna put my hand on his chest and be like, "Oh, you're so kind. Thank you so much. Do you happen to know where the restroom is?"
He just like he points off in the direction of the
He's
restroom.
got like the third ghost of Christmas vibes.
What's his finger? Oh no, he's got gloves on.
He has gloves on. Yeah.
Yeah, he just points his bony finger.
What are they, like leather gloves? You would notice.
Leather gloves. Yes.
Yeah, like
Black leather gloves.
are they like tattered clothes, or are they like fine leather? Or...
Does
The
he look
glo-
like the Grim Reaper?
The gloves are leather gloves.
The Tracy Morgan.
The cloak is just like a wool cloak. Like, I mean, medium quality, not significant one way or the other. Like,
Okay, so like after I moved my hand from his chest, I'm assuming it felt like a normal chest, like his body is there.
Beating heart, warm.
he caught you, yeah, and like but like he's quick to kind of get you off of him.
Well,
How
I think
would
I
you
want to
feel?
try and clasp his hand too, and just be like, "Thank you so much, sir." That would have been very embarrassing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna attempt to try to clasp his hand.
Yeah, you can. Yeah,
Okay, does it feel normal?
feels like a gloved hand.
I'm feeling for like a ring, like a woman would do.
Jesus.
No, I'm not really, but I'm just like, is it Does it feel particularly bony or sharp? Like we all.
It's a little bit bony, but like
Oh,
feels like a hand.
Skip's hand day.
Okay. There's like tissue and muscle and like mass to it.
You're
It's not
asking a
just like.
lot.
Okay.
Ours pecs.
So the rest of us are seeing her go over and have all this fun over there, right?
Yep.
Yes.
So I'm gonna just call over Ivy for a second.
Yeah, Ivy comes over. Yes.
Yes. To apologize for our friend, could I buy a drink for the gentleman over there? At least I assume it's a gentleman. He seems to be wearing a cape of some kind. A regular here, perhaps, or
He has. Yeah, he's kind of a regular. He doesn't really say much. He drinks kind of the same whiskey every time he's in here. He's in here pretty often. I don't.
he's a local of some kind.
I
I guess.
don't. I don't. I'm not certain he is a local. He, because it wasn't too long that he started showing up here. I mean, a couple years he's been coming here most days, but I mean, maybe I guess you could consider him a local now.
I mean, that sounds pretty local to me.
Yeah.
But his next drink is on us to as an apology.
Oh, wonderful. I'll send one over to him.
Thank you.
As I'm holding his hand, I'm like, wow, this is really nice leather. Is this authentic leather?
He doesn't say anything to you, and he kind of like takes your hand and like removes it from his own hand, and he
So sorry. You're just trying to enjoy your drink. You have a fantastic evening. We'll be here for a few days, so maybe I can buy you a drink later. And I'm like, I'm gonna try to be like really flirty with him. And
he like slightly bows his head a little bit, and
okay, and that way. The bathroom's that way.
Yep, he points his hand out again, like towards where the restroom.
Wasn't even in the right direction. Thank you so much, sir.
Is
And-
it slow and ominous? Like,
No, it's
actually
a normal point.
It's actually Felix under the cloak.
All right, so I have to now stick with my story and go use the restroom. So I'll go
and you
do
can,
that and then come back out to the rest of the party.
You can do one
You have to roll for
more
it.
perception check on this guy if you'd like.
That's a 19.
A natural 19.
Yes.
Perceptive.
So a natural 19 plus 8, so 27.
You notice like when he goes to sit back down that like his drink spilled a little bit when he caught you, and he kind of waves his hand around, and the liquid goes like back into the glass, and he continues to drink.
Oh, it's magical.
I only noticed that.
Yeah, you notice it.
Okay. I'm not gonna say anything yet to our group until like we are like alone.
Okay. And so you're gonna tidy yourselves up, drop your stuff off in the lodging that you have, and yeah, I don't like. So you're planning on like kind of wandering around or like checking out other places, and then you're gonna
Yes.
come. You're gonna come back here. I'm assuming in the evening time.
That's currently.
Yeah, but like given that we were just in like a car chase, how much time had passed from the car chase to us getting here?
I mean, we started, and he said we started in like the afternoon time. So it was like lunch when we started our meal. So even after we ate and everything else, it can't be more than like 2-3 o'clock.
Yeah, I would say it's
Right, but like are like I'm worried about like spell slots and like
Same
HP
day.
and stuff, like
that's on you guys.
I think we're back to full with HP with everything, but
Yeah, I
spell
think-
slots would not be back.
Everyone, I think, healed up.
yeah, I don't think I took any damage.
And you can.
We're not looking for a fight right now. It's just laying low and surveying the land.
No, I know. I'm just like,
Speak for yourself.
yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
You can certainly, if you want to take a day to regroup.
You don't need a day.
Or, I mean, sorry, the evening or whatever to do that, or You could
No,
wander around.
I think Booker, you're right. We should just go for a stroll. You know, no harm in walking around the town that we just
Casually walk
ended
by
up
the
in.
cold shoulder.
We're unfortunate tourists.
Go by my old stomping grounds.
Ah, you could show us around then.
Yeah. Yeah, a little
Give a tour.
I can complain about how nice it used to be and how bad it is now.
This was all woods back here when I was growing up.
In my day, it's just
Do you know that I say that now?
Yeah, we all
We
do.
all do.
Yeah.
these kids today.
Especially going down like Marley Neck Road, like it's all used to
Can't
be
believe
woods.
how built up this is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where do you guys want to wander off to?
We should make our way down towards
Make
Cold
my
Shoulder,
way.
right? Down the
Sorry, to
casually though.
To where?
So in the direction of the Cold Shoulder, but like casually.
Cat.
Don't we want to like scope it out a little bit?
You certainly can.
Well,
I mean, I'm following you, man. You know this place.
Yeah,
better
you're
than me.
leading us through this town.
mm-hmm.
That's a big mistake.
Big.
Like, let's go.
Let's do it.
Yeah, there's a
We
main.
just want to
there's-
like
Yep.
pick the main road down towards the Cold
Yeah,
Shoulder,
there's a
but
main road that goes
super casually.
right up to it.
Cash.
Yeah, you guys can wander towards the Cold Shoulder, and there is, as you come up to it, like Drace, you recognize it. It's like a stone and wood, just an old building. You can see like outside at the main entrance. There's a couple of like shroud guards standing there with like they've got like rifles. They're kind of staying there like fucking what am I
Like
saying?
Scotland Yard type of situation.
Yeah, like the British, the royal, whatever.
Yeah.
There's a couple of them standing out front, just like paying like dead attention to like looking straight ahead. There's like some. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, you might have just been answering right there. I was going to say, what are the surrounding buildings? Is this a residential area? Is this commercial, or is it?
There's a school to the right.
There's a
Yeah.
school like on another block, but for like the area immediately around here, is this residential? Is this another like market area? Is
There's
it more?
some. There's like
barn?
it looks like there's more. It looks more residential, but based on like the comings and goings of like, there's a lot of like shroud people like walking in and out of these buildings. You believe that there could be, this could be additional barracks for soldiers.
Gotcha.
Just like living around here. Yeah, so the front just has two like main guards. You see other members of the shroud kind of walking around. They're not really paying much attention to you guys. No sign of General Hart or anything as you're looking at the place. There's a forest on one side of the building, and there's like a little inlet where like some of the wheat fields meet almost up to the building as well. There's like a barn like towards the back. But yeah, I don't know. It's up to you what you guys want to do, if you want to approach.
So, Drace, tell us, please, one of your childhood stories of you and your friends playing in pranks in this town. I'm sure you have some fun stories.
Do I look like a prankster to you?
Or perhaps you were pranked on, which is probably more likely.
Tell
You
us one of
said
them.
I was a loser.
I mean, you just said you weren't one of the prankers, so yeah, that's the only.
Maybe I was just
If
a
you're not a
super
pranker,
nerd.
then you're
and I
the
just-
pranked on.
super
I
nerd
was
that
too
didn't
busy
get pranked.
mastering the art of cold magic and dragon magic to pull
Are you
pranks.
saying this out loud in a shroud district?
No.
Yeah, he's writing it all down.
Wait, and you also
Rob-
didn't have parents? Yeah, definitely a loser.
I had parents. They're just gone.
Exactly. What would the kids say?
I wouldn't know. I escaped. Oh, I never came back. I was never living here without my parents.
Mm,
So tell me, are we near your childhood home? Like, you know, Has the infrastructure changed much? What was the use of transportation here?
Yes, this place has gone to hell. And a handbasket.
There's a lot of like people.
It used to be a nice place for magic folk.
You see some people walking with like big wooden carts full of like wheat and stuff, taking them from the north back down the main
So,
road.
Drace, how old are you now?
24? 20, something like that. I don't even keep track anymore. It's like 24. We'll say like 24.
It might not be a bad idea to go by a different name while we're here because they may recognize the name.
It's fine. You can call me
Race
Tim.
Drive.
Let's trace backwards.
Ooh, that's hard.
E-card.
Ikiar.
That's not. Yeah, I'm just trying to pronounce it.
How about
Here.
Edgar?
Edgar.
Edgar, your
So
skin's
nice.
hanging off your bones.
Is my skin hanging off my bones?
How about
Yes, I mean, can't be too safe. I don't know who the people that I escaped from. Who knows where they are? Can't be too cautious to use a different name. I imagine I look very different now than I did when I escaped.
Yes, but I mean, this wasn't that long ago. There's probably other people from your youth who were not, that might know who you are. They might not recognize you by face, but by name, I think it'd be a good idea. What do you think, Booker?
Definitely, you shouldn't be using some kind of alias while you're here. I mean, I might have like a separate eye patch, but I feel like that'll be a little overdone in our group.
What about Trace Time? Like it?
No. Completely different than
What
your
about-
current name, please.
Fine.
How about Michael?
Michael, that's a dumb name.
J. Edgar
Yeah.
Hoover.
I go by Mike instead. That's way better.
Okay, we'll
Mike.
call you
Why would you go?
Mike.
That's such a stupid name, Trace. Don't do that.
Yeah, are you
Awful
12?
name.
Like, an adult man is Michael.
No.
Michael. Go by
A
Pikel.
child that's in trouble with their parents is Michael. A cool kid is Mike.
Mike
I don't
it
think
is.
that name.
Simple and
Is that
easy.
name really reflective of these parts, or is that going to stand out?
Didn't you?
Correct. You know what? You're right. We're going to call you Herbert. Herbert, come this way.
Fine.
It's Herbert. All right.
You can roll.
All in favor of
Right.
Herbert?
Just kidding.
But can I go by Old Herb?
All right.
You
Herbert.
Okay.
don't look very old to me, so
Good old Herb.
Good old Herb.
Good old
Be
Herb.
young Herb.
I'll be young Herb.
Young Herb.
We're probably safe with all of us using our correct names, but
I would think so.
just in case, you guys can call me May while we're here. We won't go by the professional name.
So instead of Booker, you say it's gonna be.
I mean,
May.
Okay, just checking.
so okay, it's gonna be
He's not gonna do it again. All that I do it for you. Don't want to lose it, cause I'm not like them. When finally, it's okay. Just say one more time, Booker. What is it? It's gonna be.
We're done with this conversation. So
There's like these guards are just like they can't quite hear what you guys are saying, but they're just like you are in eye shot of them. So they see you guys.
you know we're having a good time.
I'm doing the dance from fucking. Not gonna lose it.
NSYNC video or the Backstreet Boys. That's
Do a
NSYNC.
performance check. I'm just kidding. Yeah, to draw attention away, I noticed them, and I'm like, yeah, we're just practicing our moves.
You know what? Actually, I don't. How about we just all go by different names? Now that I'm thinking about it, you can call me. You can just call me Myra. We're all familiar with that. Just call me Myra. Myra Mayflower.
We have 2 Mayflowers.
May, yeah, we're really gonna get
What's
May
Myra's
again?
last name?
Hurt swallow.
Oh, just call me Myra Hertzwell.
All right, Myra Hertzwell. All right, I'll go by Freddie Orange then. No, that's probably not great.
Well, you've already said your name.
It's probably worse.
I did
Then
say my name.
It's too late for you, but for everyone else, we should just start going by aliases just to be on the safe.
So we got Myra, old young Herb, Luca, and
Young
May.
Just Herb. Herb is fine.
Oh, Herb.
All right, cool.
Or perhaps I shouldn't use her last name, because if we get into trouble, I don't want them looking for her.
You don't need to be, giving people our last name.
Yeah,
Who introduces themselves that way? I don't generally give people my last name.
Staring at the old cold shoulder lodge.
I think I'm looking all around and like pointing at different things and like.
Exciting.
Well, we're kind of I mean, I guess we've really we've gotten what we need to get, right? We can see this guard. We don't know how many people are inside. It sounds like we're not going to be able to just like jump into this place. We're going to need some kind of plan.
Well, we're tourists. We can just like ask.
You're gonna walk right up to the guards and say,
walk up. We should probably not ask the ones directly on duty. You said that there's ones that are just kind of walking around in like the.
Yep.
Right.
There's a few
close by. Maybe ask some of them.
Yep.
May, you go show me your flirtatious skills and try and get some information out of these men.
Right. Hey, buddy.
You
gotta.
You just stop a random soldier.
I'm looking for one that doesn't seem like they're actually doing something. Like either they're off duty or they're.
Yep, there's a few. Just kind of like there's one like walking, just like leaving one of the barracks.
Excuse me, we're looking for a little bit of assistance. We just stopped by into town and we're trying to find the local anything, really. We just passed the market square. It seems like this area is not for tourists. Is there anything else to do in this town, or...?
He says, well, dang, we don't get many tourists here in Greenflower, but what do you like to do for fun?
I just prefer a nice drink on my downtime, but we've already gotten that, so excite me. Tell me, what do you like to do for fun?
Well, I'm hoping real soon I'll be able to use my fuck, I don't have the word for it. I can't think of the fucking word.
Vacation time?
No. I'm ready to go to work. I'm ready to go killing some magic folk.
Killing magic folk is the only free time. So is there like a burning, or is there some kind of like public execution, or is there like something entertaining at least? How often do you get to do that?
We don't. General Hart doesn't do too many of the public executions around here. We more. I don't really know how much I should be telling you. I need you to make a diplomacy check with this guy, or intimidation, or whatever you want to do. Just explain to me what you want to do.
I'm going to talk to him in detail about it in an intimidating way. I'm going to almost go into a scary way of saying, "Tell me more about how they like killing people," into the way that's almost off-putting.
He says, "Yeah, you gotta lean in and wind your eyes."
That's a 21 for intimidation.
Oh.
Tell me more about the burnings and killings and everything else.
Well, I'm pretty new to the I haven't really been on the front lines to see a lot of the killing yet. I'm a newer recruit, but a lot of the magic folk that we captured, they've been put into forced labor, which, if you ask me, is even more sadistic than
forced labor. So like a public showing of this, or is this out in some kind of labor camp nearby?
Well, it's not really a public showing. There are labor camps. Here we kind of just like keep them imprisoned until we need them for like whatever projects General Hart has going on. Like sometimes he'll send some of them out into the woods to help with.
So you guys are keeping all the killing fun for yourselves. So you're not answering my question. What do you do for fun? You're just saying that other executions might come out in the future or so, or you might have a stoning or something.
Well, sometimes when I'm off duty, me and some of my buddies, we like to ride a little bit up north and see if we can wrangle up some of the magic kind. And,
just
bring them back, or
So just hunting parties then.
Yeah, we like to go hunting.
All right. Well, good to know. If there are any public offers for bounty catching, please let me know.
Oh, so you're a bounty hunter.
Yeah, I've dabbled once or twice.
I will keep
Magic folks make some nice screams when you're really looking for it.
It's true.
I'm hearing all of this, and I'm just kind of looking at Luca and Drace and being like, are you hearing this shit?
Is there a particular board going as of right now? Any people currently on the run? Anyone currently hiding?
I'll tell you what, I will keep a special eye out.
I'm gonna come up and interrupt because this is like I don't want Booker to start booking themselves other jobs because they aren't particularly fond of magic folk. I'm gonna come up and put my arm around and be like, "May stop flirting with this soldier and let him get back to work."
Yes.
Soldier takes his hat off. Yeah, Soldier takes his hat off, and it's like, "Geez, I didn't even realize you were flirting with me." He turns a little bit red, and he's like, "But yes, I will keep an ear out and an eye out for you. Where is there somewhere I can?"
Actually, no. We have to go now. Goodbye, and I start dragging her away.
Goodbye then.
We'll see you around. Have a good night.
Yep, and you leave him standing there with his hat in his hands.
Mate, just what intonation are you doing?
I was trying to get a lead on known magic people in the town that we could have used as allies.
Yeah. Uh-huh. So did you just really send May over there to get information and then interrupt her because why again?
I thought that we all know that May is not particularly fond of magic. I thought that they were just trying to go for some gold. A reward.
Even so, if that's May's prerogative.
I'm friends with Freddy. While I have taken on many a bounty, I'm not exactly fond of people that hunt down magic and others as well. Remember?
Hate to see it.
You know what? I'll be right back. And I walk over to the soldier.
Oh my god. Never mind. All that information that we were looking for.
I walk over to the soldier and I'm like, my friend was too shy, but we're staying at the inn down the road, and we'll be there later this evening, and they would love to get a drink with you later, but she was too shy to ask. She's made up some weird thing to just keep talking to you, but you should meet up with her tonight for a drink later.
Yes, ma'am. I'll try to make it there.
You're too kind. Have a good day.
Good save.
So you invited the Shroud member to come back and continue keeping tabs on us at the bar we're supposed to be meeting magic people at?
And worse and worse.
What other bar would we go to?
I was just looking for information here.
Well, it can't fix this now. This is the reality that we're in.
You can talk to this guy again.
All right. No. We'll have our rendezvous later.
Perhaps the date doesn't go well, and he's too embarrassed to come back.
Maybe you'll get stood up.
Maybe we can flip them.
We can use him for information.
In this case, we just kill him.
Well,
You could also do that.
Perhaps you should start a little, a fair.
I'm not too fond of what he's done
Yeah.
to this town.
That's a
Man.
hell of a thing to set somebody that we just met up for.
Not with you, giving him everything that you have to offer, like wink, wink, but just perhaps pull on his heartstrings.
This is a
Hold
very
on something.
this guy that just to describe a little bit is very like gangly, young guy.
Sounds hot.
He
He seems like the manipulative sort that you could use your womanly ways at the bar to get him to talk more freely.
Womanly
With some
He's
drinks
gonna
in
marry
them.
the first
woman
woman who
ways.
lays him.
What did May say?
my womanly ways to. Okay.
I'll let you borrow a dress. Makeover!
okay. What would you guys like to do
Invite
now?
it-
more
invite it
for
to-
this.
That guy's name's Felix, isn't it?
Roll for initiative.
Wait, what?
I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
Yeah, what would you guys like to do now? You're standing near the Cold Shoulder Lodge. You just talk to a soldier.
So we know we saw the map earlier, and obviously Drace can guide us. The closest areas here are the temple and the school. The temple is probably the more interesting one, especially if it's, well, maybe potentially guarded, abandoned. And this close to the barracks and the undefended side of the barracks, I would definitely recommend that this would be a spot to look.
Absolutely.
Not go in, but at least get an idea of what the current security is.
Yeah.
I'm trying to save face with ruining May's plan, so I'm like, I agree with whatever May says we should do.
Thank you, Bessie.
I think that is a good plan.
Myra, you mean?
Thank you, Myra.
Yep, Myra.
Yes,
You
you guys
called
want to go towards the
For
temple?
May, so
Temple?
Yes.
Yep, temple.
You guys, you
temple,
head towards
but
the temple.
they're very sneakily.
Sneakily. Very, very sneaky. You guys can make some stealth checks.
I mean, do we have to be sneaky about it?
If you don't want to be
As
sneaky.
long as we don't
walk
like
right there.
try to go in.
We just
then
have
I
to be
think we're fine.
unassuming. We're not trying to
Yeah.
necessarily sneak around corners. We just have to look like everybody
Right.
else.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
still, yeah, still need you to make a
exactly.
stealth check for that though.
Okay. All right, just
How
checking.
well are we blending?
Fair.
16.
15.
15.
Oh god.
What have you done?
Okay, that's a 19.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Nope. 22. My fault.
Yeah, so you guys approach the temple. It looks pretty abandoned from the outside. You don't see any shroud immediately around you as you guys kind of slowly walk up to it.
Oh.
Yeah, it looks pretty abandoned and bare from what it used to look like. Used to be very colorful place with lots of stained glass, stuff like that. A lot of that has been broken out, and it's just the metal left behind in the windows. As you start to approach the temple, you get this weird sense of changes in the way the air feels. It goes from it ranges from cold, hot, dry to humid. It kind of flashes back and forth in random arrays. Not huge changes, but you can just tell that there's some kind of weird aura.
Before anybody says anything, I just assume it's the Prime Gill, and I'm like, oh fuck, man, I should really slow down on that shit. Is anybody else feeling?
We can feel it too.
Oh, okay, not just me. All right.
Yeah, I haven't used any of the gill since our last.
gill.
The gill.
What gill?
some
It's
kids
the last
call
time you did the Gill.
The last time I did it.
The
The
facade
PG.
is weathered and crumbling under the weight of neglect of this place, and the walls are starting to get overgrown with creeping vines and ivy. The entrance is framed with columns that are etched with intricate paintings, or I'm sorry, painted carvings of what looks like Kalor, who is a like multi-chromatic dragon. But the paint is like faded and chipping. There's front steps that lead up to like ornately carved wooden doors that are like cracked and uneven. They're hanging slightly ajar. Yeah, that's what it looks like from the outside.
I mean, if we're just passers-by, would it be suspicious if we went in there? I mean, it is abandoned and all, but we don't know what we're doing. We're just checking things out.
I think we know what what trespassing is, though, so I don't think we would just, like, go in, but we can get closer. We can go, like, peek into the door or look through the windows.
Is it boarded up or taped off or any kind of official notice saying that you can't go in here?
It looks like there were some, like, barriers previously, like, out front. Almost like those, yeah, like wooden, like I don't know, like horses, I guess you'd call them, like just like just out front, but there's no one keeping an eye on it. It doesn't seem like. It looks like there's a couple that are knocked over, and so at some point this place was taped off. It's not boarded up or anything like that. But
Can I just kind of sneak off into a place where nobody sees me, turn into a cat, and jump in one of these windows that's been broken out? In a place that's a little less conspicuous, maybe around the back?
Yeah, for sure.
To a cat.
Somebody, pick my clothes up. I don't know exactly how that works when I...
It turns into you.
Okay,
The
good.
clothes morph into you.
I assume you just have them while you're a cat wearing long clothes.
Except
Don't worry
for the
about
tie.
my clothes.
The tie turns into a tiny tie.
Tiny, yeah, so cat with a tie. Got you. All right, yeah, so I'll cat it up and jump in one of these broken out stained glass windows
Cool.
to check out this. So just to be sure, Kazor and Kalor are both dragons, right?
Kazor
Kazor can
That's
also
like a
be the pale
serpent.
one.
is like a serpent form, like a dragon-ish form.
Yeah,
and
gotcha.
also the form of a woman.
Yeah.
Kalor, as far as you know, only takes the form of a dragon.
This is the first time we're running into any sort of Kalor lore.
Lore.
Kalor.
Kalor is the one I saw in my vision for the
okay, that's right. You're
Amazon Prime Guild.
okay. So are you a follower of Kalor? Is your
Yes,
family was?
Kalor
That makes
is
sense. You lived
my
here.
god, yes.
Okay. So what am I looking for when I go in there, basically?
Giant
I
dragon.
guess yeah. Let's just go in and take a look around.
Cool. So you go in. It's like a vast hall, high ceilings supported by big columns. There's faded murals of Kalor on the walls with the dulled colors, just like breathing different like elements. There's light piercing through gaps in the broken roof, and there's a bit of like an ethereal glow in the place. Like there's dust particles that like light is reflecting off through the air. Air smells pretty clean and feels a little bit cold. At the far end of the hall, there's like an altar with a large broken stone.
I noticed the vaulted ceilings and how chilly it is, and I wonder how much it costs to fucking run the AC in this place. It just doesn't make sense. They're the broken windows. It's so hot. I just don't get it. They obviously have a crazy bill.
Yep, and so there's an altar at the end of the hall with a large broken stone platform that's covered in dust and debris. Drace, are you guys all in here, or is it just Luca in here?
I think it's just a cat.
There's just Luke.
I'm just
Look at
looking
that, yeah.
outside and I'm like, wow, look at this architecture. They just don't make buildings like this. Like they.
I mean, Drace,
Used
do you
to
want me to let you in the back or find a place that, like I can tell you to come in safely?
I mean, it's probably not a good idea for us to come in right now, right? Like,
Yeah, let's just be me
you can
then.
just come report back to us.
Yeah.
And
There's,
just in case.
Yeah, so like you notice the main thing, like the main attraction, the main thing that draws your attention is this altar that has a broken stone platform on it, and there's like side chambers in this place as well, but they're kind of overrun with nature, weeds, plants growing through cracks in the floors. There's cobwebs in like every corner. This place hasn't been touched in a long time.
Can I commune with the plants? I don't know what I would get, what information I would get out of them.
Do you have that ability?
I mean, I've plant empathy. I don't really have. I don't know if I would be able to get anything out of that.
You can relate to them.
I think that's plant monsters.
Okay, so is that just plant monster?
Your connection allows you to communicate with them on a.
You can ask questions of, receive answers from diplomacy.
No, it's any plant or fungus, so.
Talk to the plants.
Yeah, you could. I guess you could talk to some of the plants if you'd like.
What's
God,
up,
you
guys?
feel plant
Looks
voice.
like you've been hanging.
Make a plant any more intelligent than it is, so it's not going to know anything more except the little it knows about its surrounding.
Yeah. So all it's gonna know is, yeah, we've been hanging out here since nobody's been around. So wouldn't be the first Ivy I met today.
Heyo.
Heyo. So I guess I don't talk to the plants. Well, I just chat with them just to, you know, they look lonely, so I just wanted to say, what's up? Hey, how you guys doing? Other than that,
Weirded out that a cat's talking to him.
just passing by. Yeah, I speak plant. This cat speaks plant.
Yeah.
Can I check out the altar?
Yeah, you can check out the altar. The altar, it looks like, yeah, like I said, it's covered in like dust. There's like some broken. It's like kind of cracked.
The altar itself is cracked.
Yeah, the altar, like the. Yeah, it's like just like a big stone altar.
Okay, gotcha. So it's
and-
not another broken stone. It's just a broken stone altar.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It looks like.
Can I
Yep, good.
can I like push it back together so it kind of fits, or is it like so heavy and
It's very big, and you're currently a cat.
I am currently a cat? So I
so
paw
strong.
at her.
You can paw
Paw
at
at
it.
it
You
real
leave
quick.
little paw prints in the dust and debris.
Yeah, exactly. Like I was here. Luca was here. Yeah, no information to glean really.
There's yeah, I mean, it's kind of, yeah, it's hard for you to determine anything from just looking at this altar.
Just looks like people haven't been here in a long time, just like we expected from outside. So is there any side rooms I'm missing? Just the big hall altar.
Side rooms look pretty empty. There's some like papers and stuff in one of the side chambers.
Ooh, see what I can get out of there.
Ooh.
Ooh, glean some information.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see there's like some slight. Well, make another perception check. Have you done that already? I don't know if you've done that yet.
It's a 24.
Yeah, so you see in like some of the side chambers, and you can kind of tell just by looking around. There's signs that Shroud or like someone. It looks like a big group of people has been through here looking for anything, just like Beatrix told
Been
you
rifled
before.
through.
Yeah, like they've rifled through stuff. They may have even like spent a little bit of time here, as opposed to like where they're stationed now at the lodge.
Right. Okay.
You see, there's like a desk, and on the desk there are like a couple letters. I guess you can still read as a cat.
Yeah, why not?
There's letters addressed to General Hart.
Takes me a little longer to paw them open though.
They're kind of just like laid strewn around, but I'll read them off to you. The first letter you see, it reads, General Hart, I'm commissioning you with the honorable task of communing with the spirits to help aid our side as a one-time exception to my feelings on worship. There must be a way to use the spirit's power to take energy from the magic kind and harness it for our use. I have great plans for this world and many souls to offer Kazor if necessary. No price is too high to pay to cleanse this world. And it's signed A. Straub.
Okay. Voldemort. Reverse Voldemort.
There's another letter. I spelled this wrong. The next letter says General Hart. Brilliant is the only word to describe the plans you've executed. Using the souls we have to entice Kazor, and then trading that power to Noaris to advance our technology is simply put, brilliant. I knew greatness was in you. Now we have the power to suppress those that would use magic against us. This war is ours. I'm sending along a bottle of the finest elven wine that has been recovered from our exploits. Well done, General. Signed, A. Straub.
I'm gonna need that one more time.
Yep. It says, General Hart, brilliant is the only word to describe the plans you've executed. Using the souls we have to entice Kazor, and then trading that power to Noaris to advance our technology is simply put, brilliant. I knew greatness was in you. Now we have the power to suppress those that would use magic against us. This war is ours. I'm sending along a bottle of the finest elven wine that has been recovered from our exploits. Well done, General.
Is there any sort of date, or can I see how old this seems to be? Is it covered in dust?
It's a little dusty. There's no date on it though. No date stamp.
Okay, a little dusty. So it's been here for a while.
There's another letter.
Yeah, let's do it.
It says, General Hart, excellent work thus far with maintaining order in Greenflower. Your leadership is truly astonishing, and your reward is nearly at hand. I've begun the steps to reincorporate the city and rename it in your honor as Eastheart. I want the world to know the great impact you have in bringing wrongdoers to justice. You have made great sacrifices by handling the agreements with Kazor and Noaris. Hold tight onto the God Key while we make proper arrangements to rid Jeffrey of his power once and for all. A. Straub.
Trying to rid Jeffrey of his power for once and all.
Do we know who Noaris is? Is that another god?
Somebody does.
We don't know who Noaris is. We just know. I've heard the name, but I haven't
Noaris-
shared that with you guys.
Noaris is a spirit.
Is he in there? I didn't see him in the spirit lore.
He is. Hold on.
She is.
Hold on. I got it. Noaris. Daughter of Godros, spirit of invention, depicted as a bronze-skinned woman with clockwork hair, pushes the limits of human innovation and has aided in the technological advancement of humankind. So I'm still confused on the Kazor's power traded to Noaris. That it's all a jumbled mess in my head.
Well, is Noaris the one that gave the technology for the cameras and stuff?
It sounds like Noaris is the reason.
In Mistmore?
Yeah, Noaris is the same spirit
Okay.
that the fucking guy cut off his leg for.
Yeah, Romano.
The fucking guy.
The guy that works for Romana.
Lucky.
Lucky, yeah. Lucky Schultz.
Lucky Schultz. Yeah, so, I mean, I guess I don't need the letters. I can just report what I've seen or read in them, as confusing as they are to me. I'm just a cat.
Can I message Luca?
I don't see why not.
It's 120 feet, right?
Yeah.
I message you and say, should we try Prime Gil in this temple? Or should Drace try Prime Gil in this temple at some point? See if we can...
This is just like a psychic connection?
Yeah.
Listen, honey, you ain't gotta say Prime Guild twice to me. Let's do it.
He's already tried it. He's already actively on
I know,
it.
I'm like, I have a bump in one hand, and I'm like hearing the message, like, cat bump.
So you're gonna take a bump of Prime
Yeah, but
Kill?
like a call.
No, not really. Not actually.
Perhaps one evening when it's dark out, we can sneak in more unnoticed.
Okay, I put the bump away.
It might be good for Drace to go in there.
But
I
then
say
your
at this
primordial
point,
pouch.
it's turning more towards evening. Yeah, so it's up to you what you guys want to do. If you want to stick around, there's nothing else of note in there.
Well, apparently, I have an appointment to keep at the tavern.
You have a date. What a loser.
Get ready for my performance.
Yeah, May, you go do that, and we'll do some Prime Kill in the temple.
Luca, it doesn't have to be now, but I do have one request.
Sure.
The foresty area between the temple and the barracks. When you have a moment, could you take a look at that and see if there's anything that we can use that for?
Other Grove, you mean?
Well, as a potential alternative way into the temple, at least, or alternative way into the fort.
Yeah, I can check into it.
Doesn't have to be tonight, but your cat and plant knowledge could help with that, I think.
Yep, we'll give it a shot.
Now it's
Ready
time
for your
for
date.
makeovers.
So what's the plan here?
We're returning to the tavern. With it getting closer to evening, I imagine this is around when my quote-unquote migraines start happening. So this is going to be even worse.
I did not know that you were stricken with migraines in the evenings. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, are we all going back, or
Probably should stay together.
Sure.
We can do Prime Kill in the temple another time.
It's for another night.
Cool. So you guys go back to Harvest Haven. It's evening time in Harvest Haven.
I relay all the
Yes.
information from the notes,
Yep,
like I
so
said.
you tell them about the notes and stuff,
Cool.
so everyone's got knowledge of that. It doesn't.
I wonder if this god key is similar to the rumors that I have told you guys about some kind of sword or weapon that this guy might have. Or if they're two separate things.
Mm-hmm.
Question. Sounds like they have some way to stop magic from people from using magic too, which sounds scary.
And
But
just
why
as
would they?
a refresher, you already know that they have that, like, the Shroud have restraints that they can place on you that stop you from
Being
Right.
able to do
being
magic.
able to do magic.
Is that what they were talking about in the letter? In the letters?
I mean, it's one method of suppressing magic.
They also have that box that they put a god in.
That's true.
It sounds like they're well past the point of knowing or having this power and already in the middle of harnessing it or figuring out how to. But why would they not have taken Jeffrey's powers from him yet if they knew how to?
Maybe it's a slow process.
Maybe. It's possible.
All right, so you go
All
back
right, well,
to Harvest Haven.
Ow.
Yep.
Cool. And there's-
should we call it though?
Up to you. You can call it now, or you can do this last thing before we go.
Okay, we can do this last thing if everyone's.
Let's do the last thing.
okay? Let's do the last thing.
Being
I know, we're
We
gonna
can
that'd
get
be a
to,
hell of a cliffhanger. May's date.
May's date is the most important part of the whole time.
Can I
About
do
to
a?
get some.
I would like to do a makeover check.
She
Me and
looks hideous.
Drace and Luca are just sitting in the background, like in like a montage, like just like talking, laughing.
Yeah,
You can
Thumbs
do.
up,
we're
thumbs
sitting
down.
there like reading a fake paper.
Yeah,
You could
some
do a
80s
Would that
song
be
is
like
playing.
a?
theater lore. A theater lore. You could do that if you're. And then May, you can do athletics if you want to fight her off.
I'm gonna do the athletics too. Actually, I'll let her try and resist me. In that case, beat my fortitude DC to try and
What is it?
18,
you can
right? Or are you gonna roll?
Oh, he was gonna.
yeah. Beat my
Oh, he was trying to keep his fortitude as a secret, and he just blew
Oh,
it.
sorry.
No, I didn't get a chance to look at my sheet in time. But yeah, you can go ahead and roll against my fortitude DC, and I'll let that be the check of whether or not I resist enough.
I didn't get it. I rolled a 13.
No, I am not having that right now.
13 plus what though? Did you roll 13 on the die?
No, nope. I rolled a 6 plus 7 is 13.
Oh, okay.
No, nope, none of that.
At least put on this lipstick.
No,
It'll make your lips pop.
I don't
Can I
want
just,
my
can I
lips.
just do
My
your
lips to
hair?
pop.
Can we just put a
No.
brush through your hair?
No.
Walking
this
through
dress.
the door is a gangly young man with his.
Oh,
He's
sexy.
got his hat in one hand and a single flower in the other.
And he's got a
I'm
single
like
flower.
elbowing May. Like, oh, look at him. He's so sweet. He's trying.
Me and Dre see him walk in, and we do like the 90s sitcom, like, ooh,
Yeah.
when somebody walks in.
I'll flash him a smile and a quick wave or so as I'll make my way over to one of the not occupied tables.
Do you
Yep.
blush?
And
No.
Roll.
Do we
roll for
know
blush.
who all else is here?
No.
Do we see kind of the same faces? Is the hooded guy still here?
Hooded guy is still here. There's a couple of the same faces. Yeah, you see there's people, but there's also more like looks like field workers and stuff here. Some
Still
Okay.
here or here again?
well, you don't know that. He's still in the same spot that he was before.
Does he have dust on him?
No dust.
He's still pointing at the bathroom.
And the guy comes
I'm
over.
gonna-
Guy comes over to the to May's table. Says, "Good to see you again, ma'am."
Good to see you too, Sugar.
Ooh,
I never caught your name last time.
Wilbur. My name's Wilbur.
Wilbur. Lovely name.
And you are
You can call me May.
May. It's a pleasure to officially make your acquaintance.
Pleasure's all mine. And I'm still wincing a little bit as my head is killing me, and this isn't making it worse. How about we have a drink?
as soon as they say that, I kind of like bring 2 drinks over to them. And I'm like, oh, isn't this such a delight that you guys are able to be here and do this tonight? You guys have your little chat. I'm gonna go tickle the keys on the piano for a bit. Put some mood music on for you.
Great. Yeah, he takes the drink and he just like, oh, I don't know
Like
what
Barry
kind of
White
drink did
on
you
the-
bring?
First round's on me.
I don't know what kind of drink you brought them, but he just like takes it back.
Slippery
nervous.
nickel.
Whatever May drinks, I probably got gin for May.
Oh, I'm throwing it back just as hard.
Good to know. We can slip anything we want in those drinks. Look at him just taking them.
And he puts his hat down, just like runs his fingers through his hair. He just like makes small talk.
So we've had my friends and I, we've had a long day looking around town. Haven't found anything overly interesting. No runaway magic people, no nothing really. I don't know how you guys stay entertained so long.
Well, I'll tell you that the word is that there's some magic folk that may have recently escaped imprisonment from down south.
Oh.
I'm not sure if they've headed this way or not, but again, the word is that some of them may have come from here originally, so it's likely that some of them may return back to where they came from.
It's probably your friend. We're not hearing this conversation, but it's probably your friend.
Well, it's hopefully they're caught good. But again, if you guys are offering any form of bounty boards, I'll be happy to take a look in my free time.
I overheard, hopefully they're caught good, and I just couldn't help but snicker. Knowing damn well he's talking about us.
Can I make a performance check on how well I'm not singing, but just like how well I'm playing the piano for the people?
Yeah, go ahead and roll performance.
Smashing the keys.
Luckily, I'm an expert in performance to give me a 15.
Wow, you rolled
I noticed.
4.
I noticed she is hitting some keys incorrectly, and I ask her if she has her castanets on her so I can join her performance and help her out.
I'm like, oh, I think this thing is just a little out of tune.
Yeah.
The
Castanets,
dust is
quick.
like my fingers are just I need to loosen up a bit.
And I'll do a castanet, like, you know how people dance with castanets? You know, like I'll do a little castanet performance. See if I can help it out.
Yeah, you can
Just
you can
give me
roll
a-
performance as well.
All right, cool. Let's trust the digital die.
Nat 1.
Oh, it was almost a 20, and then it settled on the 14. So 14 plus my 8 performance, 22.
Nice.
Great.
It actually had it all right there.
So the combination of you guys playing together, it's a lovely little tune.
This one goes out to May and her date over at that table over there. Look at that love blossoming, and then I play another song.
I'm
I do
gonna
a little
call Ivy
castanet-
over.
I do a
real
little
quick.
castanet dance around the table.
Yeah, you can call Ivy
I'm-
over.
3 more rounds each on her tab, please.
As I dance around the table and Ivy sets down the drinks, I take one of May's and take it real quick.
You like a do you put the flower like in your teeth and like when you do the dance?
That too, and I say thanks, May. I was thirsty. then I get the flower.
One more.
Yeah, so you guys continue to play.
And and like I said, I'm asking for rounds for the table, so I'm pushing it towards Wilbur as well.
Yep,
Here, have another one.
Wilbur.
Liquid courage, absolutely. And he just like takes another one down. You guys continue to play. Finish off a song, and Ivy is just like delighted that you guys like were playing music. She said, "No one has played music in here in such a long time. Next round is on the house."
Whoop, whoop. Everyone's
Here,
getting
here.
their whistles wet tonight, if you know what I'm saying, May.
Um,
I'm gonna flash you a stare of absolute death at this point in time.
as you finish the song,
At this point, I'm just having too much fun teasing you because I know that you're uncomfortable. I flash you a super charming grin.
The gentleman in the corner, after you're finished
Oh.
playing this song, comes up and begins like to walk towards Bessie and Luca over by the piano. And again, you're looking at his face, but it's just like obstructed. Like you for some reason you can't see his face.
I take my hat off and say, "Oh, we do accept tips. Thank you, sir."
He comes over and he puts a hand on like your shoulders, like on each of you, and a male voice speaks out and he says,
Roll for initiative.
he says, "My songbirds have whispered on the wind about you. I feel we may be on the same side of this war." He reaches beneath his cloak and he pulls out a big black feather and he puts it in Bessie's hair, like tucks it into your hair. And he says, "Perhaps there's somewhere private we can speak?"
Absolutely.
Yes.
I think you are correct, sir.
Would the room not be private enough? Would you like to go somewhere else?
This room, and he like kind of looks, well, you can't see his eyes, but like he kind of gestures his head over a little bit to Wilbur, who's in like his shroud get up, and is like, "Will not do."
I mean, our private room's upstairs.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, take him upstairs for the night. Act like a lady of the night, Bessie. You already dressed like it.
I give you a death glare like I'm about to throw my drink. I throw my drink at you.
I dodge. I'm still dancing with my castanets too, so I do a little castanet dance dodge.
He did outperform you, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice try.
So are you gonna? What do you guys want to do here?
Um,
I'm still entertaining.
I'll continue cast the netting. You go talk to him.
May's gonna need that room in a few minutes. Better hurry.
Just break the bed in real quick.
Please enjoy the workings of our friend here. I'm going to rest my hands and then play you guys a few more songs.
And I like double down on the castanets. I make it so much more intense to make up for the lack of piano. I play Flight of the Bumblebees.
It's just
Flight of the
Can you
Bumblebees.
imagine, like, can you imagine just castanets? Nothing else.
but it's such a good performance that they let it. Okay.
All three people in the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're gonna go up to a private room.
Yeah, I'll take him up to our room.
Me and
Yeah.
Trace go as they walk upstairs.
All right, so you take him up there, and upon entering like the private room, he waves his hand in front of his face, and like the blurriness like goes away, and you can see the white plague mask that he's wearing. He says, "I do need to be sure that I'm speaking with the right people. Do you have any kind of proof that we are indeed allies, as I suspect?"
I pull out a black feather from my suitcase and present it to him.
He says, "Very well."
I'm so glad I packed this. I almost didn't bring it.
Made room for this feather.
I thought it would make a good hair accessory, and now I have two.
He says, "I am a friend of the Bygone Order. What are you doing so far from Mistmore?"
How do you know that that is where we come from? Well, I guess because Raycath and the Songbirds told you about.
The songbirds told me.
Got it. A lot of things went down. Unfortunately, they have Jeffrey captured in some kind of, my dearest Jeffrey, captured in some kind of magic sucking tank. And upon speaking with his mother, Kazor, we've been tasked with bringing her General Hart, Commander Hart. Who was he?
General Hart. Yep, General.
General Hart. Presenting General Hart to Kazor for betraying her, capturing her son, and bringing out some vendetta that she has against him now, I suppose.
He says, "So you've seen quite strange things, it seems."
Indeed. And who are you?
He goes to unbuckle his plague mask, and as he's doing it, he says, "Try not to scream." And he pulls it down, and the face is not human. Jutting out the front of his face is a long black bird beak, and his face and head are covered in black feathers, with some like red feathers as well, like towards the top and back. He says, "My name is Corvus, and I am one of the last of my kind."
When he takes his mask off, I don't scream because he warned me not to. And I'm not necessarily like terrified, but I'm also not like an animal person. So I just kind of like, oh. It's like I grab a fan and I'm just like, lovely. Like a little, like I'm nervous, but not like terrified or disgusted. I'm just nervous.
Okay. And he just continues to explain. He's like, "I'm one of the last of my kind. I come from the race known as Tengu. We are born of the sky, but I now stand before you as a mere remnant of a lineage nearly lost to the tides of time and at the hands of our oppressors. We have always been guardians of the ancient ways, protecting the balance that holds our world together. Today I speak to you as a bearer of a sacred duty. In this town, hidden beneath the temple of Kalor, is a treasure of untold power and promise. A dragon egg, a gift from the god himself. entrusted to humanity prior to the felling. This egg is a symbol of our future and embodies the resurgence of magic, the revival of a world where harmony reigns over chaos, the triumph of courage over fear. But I cannot protect this relic alone. The Shroud, with their relentlessness, seeks to extinguish the very essence of magic from this world. My kind have already been decimated, and it is only a matter of time before they try to get their hands on the egg and destroy it. I stand with the Bygone Order because of our shared vision of a world where magic flows freely. But today, I need more than ideals and dreams. I need your strength, wit, and wisdom. I ask that you help seek out the egg so we may free it from this city and take it somewhere safer than a town ruled by the Shroud. Are you able to aid in such a request?
Well, we will certainly try. Will you... Perhaps we can try by going after the same thing and get rid of the general altogether?
I will certainly help you in the fights to come. I only ask that you assist in my mission as well. Please, if you are to help, we must recover the egg before you confront General Hart, for it is much more pressing to take it to a safe place over assassinating a high-ranking official of the military, which will have the entire government on your tail.
I hear you. Okay. Well, obviously, I have to make sure the rest of my party is on board. But I feel like this helps all of us. So we will definitely make that our next to-do list item.
Next to do.
Actually, we're going to go do some Prime Guild in a temple, and then we'll try to get the egg.
See if he wants to come.
The
Never seen a Tengu do drugs.
the temple is where I need your help the most. So
Absolutely.
So it sounds like we already are in alignment.
Indeed.
Very well.
We would like to probably have a full night's rest, so not this evening, but possibly tomorrow evening or the following evening after that.
Yes.
Just stick around for drinks, and when you hear me, or stick around in the evenings, and if you hear me actually sing a song, then that will be the evening when the sun sets that we go to the temple, so that no further...
I'll patronize the bar. You tell me. You can come talk to me, and you tell me when it's time to go.
Nope, let's complicate it. When you hear me sing
The
that
best
song,
communication is just walk up to me and say now, and then I'll know for sure.
I
Make
just
the
don't want
song
anyone
all
else
about-
over here. I think I'm going to stick with my song idea, but,
Just-
I'll let the other guys know, and we'll mull the idea over.
The lower profile you can keep, the better.
Which is... Okay.
okay.
I don't really do that. I don't
Still
know
gonna
if
sing the
you've heard
song.
about me. I'm Bessie Barton. I'm the greatest singer, performer in all of Miss Moore.
Well, at this point, I figured Bessie would just say okay and completely still plan on singing the song. Okay, sure.
That too. Yeah, like whatever.
So you've had a talk with Corvus.
I almost said, what is his fucking name, Corvus, too? When he revealed himself to be a bird person. I was like, no way.
Corvus.
Okay, yeah, we come back downstairs and I thank everyone for their patience and I begin playing again.
No, you don't. Not before I finish Beethoven's Fifth Symphony.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I wait for you to finish your last
You
your
walk
song
down the
before I-
stairs as I'm sweating. I'm just fucking getting it, and da-da-da.
As you exit the room, Corvus puts his mask back on and waves his hand in front of his face, which goes back to indistinguishable jumble of.
You're gonna have to show me how to do that. That is very cool.
Isn't that like just an obvious magic thing, though?
I'm not just like born knowing all magic spells though.
No. I'm just saying, like, he's obviously using magic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But he's trying to stay away from the shroud, so like that's why he's
And we
here a lot.
literally just invited the shroud right to him.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but he sits in a corner and he's kind of.
It's obscured
Okay.
anyway.
All right. Well then, yeah. I guess. How's May doing?
So over the course of all these drinks, I've been trying to coax Wilbur into telling me anything. I'm slowly looking more and more, not necessarily annoyed, but bored over the course of the conversations. So you don't have any fun magic hunting expeditions coming up, or no, you don't have anything interesting going on around town, or oh, you're not all that important, or I'm clearly showing a loss of interest, and I'm waiting for him to either make this worth my while or.
He is definitely not making it worth your while. He is the more he talks, the more you realize he's such a low-ranking member of the military that he doesn't have much say or anything. And he's telling you stories about like him and his buddies like taking a pickup truck and just like driving around like doing wheelies and not wheelies, doing like donuts. And
do they tip cows at night too?
Yeah, they go and like do crop circles and stuff like.
They're like things like Shroot and his like safety brigade where they play flashlight tag to make sure their flashlights work or whatever.
Yeah.
So the trucks that you're getting, obviously those aren't the Shroud ones, because I'm sure you guys have some probably well-equipped cars on your headquarters. They ever let you drive any of those, or?
No, I don't get to really drive those. That's more of the some of the officers get to do that. I'm more just like riding the back of the bigger trucks.
I'm sure that you'll get there one day. I mean, I'm sure they got plenty of trucks for you to ride in. Maybe 2, 3, potentially a town car or something. I mean, there's got to be something ritzy you can move into.
I hope so. I mean, Zeke let me drive his truck one time through the cornfield, and that was a blast. I couldn't really see where I was going, but I didn't really need to. But I made some
more of the castanets at this point.
I start playing "Kiss the Girl" around the table, doing my dance with the castanets. And I'm la 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 la, don't be shy.
I'm accompanying it with piano.
Yeah. So he's having this uninteresting conversation, disclosing as much information about his he likes to talk more about his buddies than anything else.
And his buddies are all just non-Shroud members. They're just regular farmhands.
He has a couple of farm hand buddies, and
this character reminds me of someone with the accent and talking about his buddies and stuff all the time.
Friend, buddy, who are we talking about?
you mean like Dave?
Yeah, you're doing like a Dave impression, my brother-in-law.
Oh,
that wasn't my
the first
intent.
thing you said was "dang," and I was like, "Oh my."
No, like when he talks about when he quotes my brother-in-law, he does like a very similar Southern accent. He's very much like me and my buddy.
This friend
with a lot of his stories.
Yeah, it's a lot of like this one time. Yeah, me
and my buddy.
Me and Zeke just went out.
Yeah, when you said that one, it clicked, and I'm like, oh, he's doing it.
It wasn't intentional, but I'm gonna lean into it now. But assuming this guy sticks around for the rest of the campaign.
Well, he's not gonna live that long.
Oh shit.
And he says, he starts to get up from the table because he's had quite a few, and he's like, hope you don't mind me. I don't mean to be too forward, but would it be all right if I called on you sometime? Again, would you? Maybe I can. Maybe my buddy Zeke will let me borrow the truck, and
we'll keep in touch. And then I'll just kind of like give him a little finger bop on the forehead and have a good night, Wilbur.
And then I'm gonna shout, "Oh, come on! You can give him a warmer goodbye than that."
You might be able to see from my other hand as the glove starts curling up into a fist for a second, and then slowly going back.
Yeah,
Have a good
On the
night.
table, we're like, woo!
Wilbur puts his hat on and then excuses himself and
Good girl.
walks out.
At this point in time, you all have had quite a bit of fun tonight, haven't you?
Oh, May, we're just having
I
a
don't know
little
what
bit
you're
of
talking
fun.
I didn't really do anything. I didn't have that much fun.
Hey.
All right.
You are willing.
I think we're gonna call it there. For
Or
Can we
the
just,
in
like-
my good graces.
I'm
However
gonna say,
tonight.
like, assuming we all head back up to our rooms, I asked the guys to, like, just come into our room for a second so I can kind of tell them what the guy told me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Debrief us.
I'm
And that, like, we need to retrieve this egg. And that he insists that the way that we're going to tell him that we're ready is for me to sing a song.
I don't believe that for 1 second.
All right.
That's
so
what he wants to do. Like, I suggested just going over to him and having a conversation, but he's like, no, I don't want you to come talk to me anymore. I just need you to sing a song. When I hear you sing a song, then I'll know that that's the evening that we're gonna go.
And you said he's a bird person, right?
Yeah, his name's
Makes
Corvus.
sense. Yeah. He'd want you to sing a song. That makes sense, you know.
Yeah, he's like a songbird thing. It's like a bird thing.
Exactly. I get it. Can we? Is that all you need to tell us? Me and Drace are gonna go do bunk beds in the other room. We're gonna go build those real quick.
I think that's it. I'm going to.
This is gonna take a while.
Dish on May's date.
Yeah. You
I'm
get off.
lost in a bad mood as of right now, so I'm gonna face plant and try and sleep.
Oh, hopefully that's not a water bed, May. Your hands. No. Okay. Just regular bed. Gotcha.
Clubs stay on at night.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. You ready, Drace?
Yes, I've been waiting all night for this.
Fuck yeah. All right. Should we make a
Do a
crafting check?
crafting check to see.
Yeah, do it.
We're gonna.
Some group crafting check, which I'm pretty sure
Group
you guys
crafting check.
are both
All right, let's go.
not trained in.
Yeah. I'm a plus
I'm
one.
pretty sure my
Are either of
crafting
you
is
strong enough
terrible.
to lift the bed on top of the other bed?
Guess we're gonna see. I'm not gonna check
Find out.
first. I'm just gonna see. I got a
I have no
9.
strength either.
Crafting.
Crafting. What's my crafting? Hold on.
You have a
10.
9
9 and 10.
You
We nailed it.
it's just like Step Brothers. Like you put them on top of each other, and then one of you's underneath. You can choose which one's underneath,
I get the top bunk.
Damn it.
and the fucking top bunk just like crashes down.
Do I take damage?
Yeah, you're gonna take some damage.
So long as I heal when I go to sleep. I go to sleep, I'll heal back up.
Yeah,
so
you
it's
take
fine.
5 points of damage.
Damn it.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Trace. I knock on the wall that's between that I know that the girls are in. 'Cause I need help.
I come in and I'm like, oh, guys.
It's like
I'm so sorry, guys.
it's like your plan. Like you pretty much like stacked the beds, but you didn't connect them. So
Yeah.
as soon as you put weight on the top bunk, it just shifted slightly and.
I assume he jumped on top of it like he did in Step Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Before it collapsed.
I'm so sorry. All right.
All right. On that note,
That
I
was a
guess.
fun one.
I'll
That
sleep
was-
off for
Good
5
session,
points of
everybody.
damage.
Good session. We will convene later about. Okay, wait. Before we go, I keep forgetting to do this, and Amy
Oh, you have the
wants
performance
me to
check?
put it back. But the failed performance check from the Purple Nurple.
Wait, but if I'm doing a performance check for the song as a signal, do you want to save it?
No, it's not. It's not gonna work. And I have reasoning for it. Because if you had failed, so here's what would have happened if you failed the Purple Nurple check back when Raycath and the Songbirds were there. So what was gonna happen was Myra was gonna go to play the piano, and the cover of the piano was gonna slam down on her hands and rendering her unable to play. So you were gonna have to cover for her. But as you said, you're not really that proficient in playing piano.
Right.
So you were gonna like start snapping your fingers to Raycat and the Songbirds for them to accompany you, and they were gonna start playing a tune, and then you were gonna try to go in on the piano. And hold on, and I'm gonna play this for you. It's gonna be nice and loud. This is the song that I had picked out for it. So this is like Raycat and the Songbirds playing it. And then you're gonna come in with the piano.
Make me think of like the Three Little Bops. The Three Little Pigs play the music and the wolf isn't really good.
Playing the drum.
Anyway, that goes on for a while.
That's funny.
I have to tell you that I was so happy that I found that, and I'll tell you what it's from. So it's from H. John Benjamin. He put out a jazz album, and I think it's called something like "I Should Have Learned to Play the Piano," and it's just like there's a bunch of tracks on there that are like that.
That's funny.
That's amazing.
It's so
I love
ridiculous.
it.
So
That's pretty funny.
might get
Well, that's a shame she didn't fail.
yeah. That I was really well. She did, but then she used a hero point to
Oh,
succeed.
lame.
I remember because I'm pretty sure you rolled a nat 1 or something. It was
Yeah,
like real
it was
bad,
terrible.
and I was so excited. But then you're like, I'm gonna hero point that.
Because she didn't have any hero points. She lost it for some reason.
But anyway, that was it.
That's
I just wanted to share that for a while.
That's funny.
That was amazing.
That was good.
All right, guys. Well, good session. Thanks for playing, and we will
Yep,
figure
it's
out
been fun.
the next session in Discord.
Indeed.
Absolutely.
We're in
Sounds
between
good.
combat, so anything goes for right now. To a certain extent, if you get into a confrontation, that's going to be problematic. But
We're just gonna keep trying to build the bunk beds while we're waiting.
you can keep crafting checks every hour. Or
I'll be dead before the next session. I'll be dead.
I'll knock on the thing to check on you to make sure you're alive every hour that we can't get.
Oh,
All right,
yeah.
y'all.
All right.